Hi friends, and welcome to another day of Veef. Today I'm talking about owning yourself. So first of all, I want to start off by apologizing. I missed a day in Veef. I did not post yesterday. I know, I'm so sorry. Things just got a little crazy, but I'm going to try and keep pushing forward and keep posting and not let it get me down. But today I want to talk about owning yourself and what that means. So recently I've been listening to a lot of musical soundtracks. I'm doing some prep work for a season of shows, and so I've been listening to a lot of musical soundtracks, and one of the soundtracks that I've been listening a lot to is Cabaret. And if you're not familiar with the show Cabaret, I highly suggest you watch it. There's a version on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. It's a great show to watch. But there's a song in Cabaret called So What? And the premise of the song is that she sings, the woman that sings about, you know, you learn how to settle for what you get. Days come, days go, you know, life hands you a deck and you just deal with it. So what? That's how it goes. And I really liked this song and I'm really obsessed over it the past couple of, about a month really. I'm a loser. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about my thoughts on that and how that applies to owning yourself. So the whole premise of Cabaret is that there are all of these different kinds of people, right, in the show. And this particular woman, you know, just wants to live her life, just wants to be left alone to live her life. And for a while I really understood that mindset. She is, you know, the Nazis are coming and she just wants to continue to let her rooms. She doesn't want any trouble, she just wants to, you know, just let her live. Just let her do her thing. You know, she'll let them come, whatever, they can come to power, they'll do what they want. I'll just keep doing my job and you do you. And I really, this whole premise by the end of the show is blown apart, right? So by the end of the show, they kind of blow apart this whole premise that it's okay to be like these different characters. So I really started to think, wow, do I identify with Fräulein Schneider, with this character? So I started to think about it, and I started to think about how often have I said or encouraged you guys to live and let live. You know, to just do your thing, do what makes you happy, and don't worry about anybody else. And how that applies in this situation. So I'm really torn because I much prefer positivity to negativity, but at the same time you have to be aware of the negativity, or at least aware that it exists. Because if you don't stand against the negativity, you just are part of that negativity. So the point I'm trying to make is that, you know what, live your life, be happy, and don't worry about negative people, but be aware of negative people. So I guess the point, what I'm trying to say is that it's healthy to be aware of negative situations and negative people, but not indulge them, if that makes sense. It's a complicated line to walk. But let me give you a surefire example. Now this is quite a literal example, but I do think it's a good way to get my point out there. So let's say hypothetically you're driving down the highway and your car breaks down. You go off to the side of the road and you decide that you're not going to focus on the negativity of your car breaking down or the fact that it broke down. Where it broke down, you're just going to get out of the car, you're going to have a snack, and you are going to call AAA. Well, because you didn't pay attention to the fact that your car broke down in the middle of a 4-lane interstate, you're now sitting in the middle of oncoming traffic and ongoing traffic, and you get out of your car to sit on the hood, and you get hit by another car because you didn't realize, you weren't aware of the fact that your car had broken down in the middle of the road. Now this is an extreme example. Obviously you're going to realize, you know, where you're at in this kind of scenario. So really the point I want to drive home here is that it's not so much about embracing negativity, and it's not about blindly embracing positivity. It's about being aware of negative things and being aware of how to get away from negative things. So it's a little more structured than just live your life, be happy, and let bad people be bad over there. It's about knowing that there are bad people over there are negative things, negative situations over there, and this is how I'm gonna distance myself from that. Like, I'm gonna stay over here. So that's my video today. I'm sorry it got a little preachy, but I think that it was a conversation worth having. Because ignorant positivity is almost as bad as passive negativity. I will post a video tomorrow as best I can. I am sorry about yesterday. For those of you who don't know, I'm trying to Veef, which means vlog, every evening of February. If you liked today's Veef, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Click the little red subscribe button, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye!